I woke up on my first day, said hello to Doge. Hello, Doge. But where was I? Well, I'll explain. About 2 weeks ago, my friend, we'll call him Dave, and I were talking. Me sitting comfortably at my desk at home, and him sitting in his minivan as his family were on holiday in the desert. He said that I needed a holiday, and me, not having touched grass in 4 days, agreed. So I made the smart choice to go somewhere where grass hasn't grown in a millennia. The desert. More specifically, the exact place where Dave was at that point. So I packed my bags and I was off for the adventure of a lifetime. Dave had assured me that he would leave some spare car parts in case the car broke down. And here they were, in a lovely bright blue. Then I went outside to see the car, and it didn't look great. Thinking it was the wrong car, I went round back to find an even worse minivan. Was it Dave's? I guess we'll never know. And after all that, I decided to put the wheels on. But the second one that I put on clipped through the floor. None of the other ones did this apart from the fourth, which it probably fixed itself when I took it back out. But because I didn't want to, fish through the void to find the other one, I just put a different one on because it worked. Then I got to cleaning it because it was very rusty. I cleaned it so much, trying to get this rust off, that the paint came off with it. How do you even do that? I promptly put my sponge in the boot, though, because sponge in boot. I then put the boot lid on, then the engine lid, the 2 doors, 2 of the lights, and the grille. But when trying to find the other, 2 doors, I found this really creepy painting. No. Which I promptly threw in a corner. That's where I found this boot thingy, so the painting actually got me a weird random bit of metal that I don't think does anything. I then put the other 2 doors on, grabbed some bread, which flung my favourite picture across the room. I ate the bread, picked up the photo, and then trying to put the photo back, not face down. This game is very janky, I've already told you. I smacked the TV off of the table. I then grabbed the TV, and the TV refused to stand back up. It defied physics just to go onto its back. I then grabbed an apple, ate it, grabbed the banana and put that in the trunk. I then grabbed Doge. I then grabbed the TV because if I've nicked the TV, then they'll never know that I pushed it over. I then found a random garlic that probably been sitting in the basement for 5 or 6 years, which I also threw in the boot. I then got in, started the car, and nothing happened. Guess why? Because there wasn't an engine. Why isn't there an engine? No, I don't know, but I put the other one in along with the radiator. I got in and it didn't start because there was no petrol in it. I then tried to grab the petrol, but the stupid thing was lodged inside the table. Why was it there? Nobody will ever know, but it was there. I then filled up the car. Let me just speed that up for you. And then grabbed the banana, ate the banana because I was so hungry. I then put Doge in the front because, Doge deserves a front row seat to my madness. I closed up the doors of the nice people there. I say nice people, there's one man, he's called some random name I've forgotten. And I started the car. It actually started this time. We were off, driving down the road at an immense 40 kilometres an hour. Sometime later, there was a giant thunderstorm going on. But the problem was that it was so dark I couldn't see anything, and the stupid headlights didn't work. None of the buttons did anything. In the early hours of the morning, I found this house, which I then promptly crashed into a pole in front of. But when I got out, the sun decided to appear in about 4 or 5 seconds. I don't know how nighttime works in the desert, but I don't think it works like that. I told Doge to stay put. Doge, stay put. And he did, because he's a painting. But there were zombies! I ran from the zombies because they looked like giant blobs of plastic. But they were hurting me, and I tried to hide in the car, but I couldn't close the door, and then he killed me because I couldn't do anything. I have decided to write a review. So let's get to that. So here's my review. I never saw my friend Dave ever again after he went here. The bog was not to my satisfaction. I mean, look at it. It's just a hole through a slat of wood. The most annoying thing that happened on this trip, and the reason that I'm having to write this from Heaven's free Wi-Fi computers, which are very slow, is because I died! Why did I die? Anyway, if you like this style of editing, then please like the video. See you in the next one. And as always, goodbye.